So you want to use your phone on a cruise, but how can you use your cell phone on a cruise and avoid a huge phone bill? Hi y'all, I'm Tiffany with TP's Travels, and using our cell phone and connecting to the outside world is something a lot of us want to do, but there are many things that you need to be aware of with the ship's Wi-Fi and connecting to the internet. So I'm going to break it down and share with you what you can expect on the ship's Wi-Fi when purchasing that Wi-Fi package, and then how you can avoid a huge phone bill. First and foremost, you want to make sure that your phone is on airplane mode. As soon as you get on the ship, put your phone in airplane mode. Also, make sure that you turn off any kind of cellular notifications. If you have cell service on your watch or any other devices, make sure they're all on airplane mode. You're not receiving any text messages, emails, push notifications, and phone calls. Have you ever seen that cellular at sea on your phone? Yeah, you don't want to see that. Make sure that you have it on airplane mode right away, because what it's doing when you're out at sea, it is trying to grab those satellite signals, and you're either going to get charged international or satellite roaming rates, and that is not good. I spoke to someone once on a cruise, and they were charged $1,200 for only just a few minutes of being on the internet when they had that cellular at sea. So make sure first and foremost that you are on airplane mode. Now, what is the difference between the ship's Wi-Fi and the Wi-Fi package? Well, the ship's Wi-Fi is going to give you that wireless connection to their app. So I've said it in many other videos, make sure you have your cruise line's app downloaded on your phone when you get on the ship. That is really helpful because you can make all kinds of reservations, such as dining, activities. You can see what activities are going on, what events are happening, but you cannot access that without accessing the ship's Wi-Fi. So how you would access the ship's Wi-Fi is you just go to your Wi-Fi settings. You want to turn off any other Wi-Fi settings you had. You connect to the ship's Wi-Fi. It'll pop up. If you're on Carnival, Royal, NCL, it'll pop up under your ship's Wi-Fi. You connect to that, and then you can open up your ship's app on your phone. And you can still do this with airplane mode. You always want to remain in airplane mode. So when you have the ship's Wi-Fi connected and you are on their app, you're only able to access anything that they have on their app. Now, you can connect with others family and friends that you have on the ship, and you can talk to them through their texting messages, such as Royal offers it for free. Now, if you see here, it does say that you need to stay connected to the Wi-Fi, but you can connect to others on the ship with their texting service. But if you see the little bubble at the top of the screen, it's not going to give you a notification like you would with the text message. You just have to check to see if it has any notifications up there on that bubble. So you have to check your phone to see if you have any notifications, because it's not going to alert you like you would a text message. Now on Carnival, you also have this same option available, but it is a charge, and I believe it's like $5. So that is an option, and that's pretty much all you can do with the ship's Wi-Fi, is accessing their app and then basic texting back and forth through their app. Now, Wi-Fi packages will allow you to access the internet, so you can connect to the outside world by doing any kind of streaming, Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, accessing emails, and making phone calls as well. So let's dive into some of those Wi-Fi packages. Now, if you see here, this is Carnival's. They have 3 different types of packages you can purchase: social, value, and premium. Now the social, if you see here, it's only going to allow you to access text messaging, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Pinterest, any of those social apps, Snapchat, WhatsApp, any of those, you can access that through their social plan. You cannot do YouTube, you cannot do any streaming, anything like that. Now they do vary in prices, and if you see here, it is around $15 a device. Now the next step up is their value plan, and that allows you a little bit more stuff, such as email, Netflix, Spotify, anything like that. So it gives you a little bit more access, but still you're not able to do any streaming or any uploading or anything like that. So if you want any streaming, and this is what I always purchase when I'm on a Carnival cruise, is the premium package. The premium package will get you everything, all social access, and then you do have Skype, Zoom, Teams, all of these available in the premium package. Now, I do recommend checking any kind of reviews of your ship because it's always been kind of a hit or miss for me. Some ships have been good, some not so much. Some of the newer ships seem to have a little bit better internet service. So definitely check reviews when you are looking at purchasing the Wi-Fi package for any cruise ship and cruise line. Now, if you've heard, and I just want to mention this real quick, if you've heard any of my previous videos that sometimes I get invited to elite cruises. Now, I do want to just mention real quick, on the elite cruises, they do offer as one of their perks the Wi-Fi package, but it is only the social plan. Even there are other types of bundle packages that you can get. And if you get a free Wi-Fi package, definitely look, because a lot of times it's only going to be the social plan. But you can upgrade up to the value or the premium plan if that's what you choose to do. If you want to see a little bit more about elite perks, you can check out this video link here. Now, taking a look at Royal Caribbean, they are a little different. They offer just one set package. Now, their internet package is called Voom. They have Starlink on theirs, and once again, check reviews because I have been on some Royal Caribbean ships, wonderful access, and some not so much. But any cruise line, cruise ship, that any Wi-Fi package you purchase, always expect some spottiness. You're not going to get the same type of Wi-Fi access that you would at home. So you're not going to get the same speed that you would if you're at home or in a hotel when you're out at sea. Now, Royal Caribbean, their prices do vary, so you do have to kind of look at it when you go to book your cruise. It does look to be around $31.99 for the starting price, but you can get discounts from your Crown and Anchor Society, such as a gold member who only needs 3 points. You can get around 10% off on a Wi-Fi package. Platinum and Emerald around a 15% discount. Diamond can get a complimentary 1 day, and then Diamond Plus would also get a complimentary 2 days. And then Pinnacle Club, you get unlimited access. So I'm going to show you right now, I have a cruise coming up. It's just a 3-day cruise, and this is my price that if I were to book one device, it would be $74.97. Now, if you're asking yourself, how many devices and how does this work? It's pretty much the same as it is on Royal as it is over on Carnival. You can purchase your Wi-Fi package to be on multiple devices. Now, me personally, I only ever purchase it on one device. But what does this mean? So right here, if I have $74.97 for one device, but if I wanted to have 2 devices, it's going to now be $116 if I have 2 devices. So this means if I am working on my phone and my laptop and I want them both on the internet at the same time, I can use both of these for $116. Now also, what I could do is I could give that, because you get a password for that, and it would be the same password for both of these. So I could give one password for my husband, and so he uses it on his phone and I use it on my phone as well. So that's 2 devices. And you see it only has one person selected here, me, with 2 devices. But you see here, if I have 2 people selected with 1 device each, it's $149. So we have still 2 devices for 2 people. But now we're not paying $116, we're paying $149. So instead of paying $149 for him to use his cell phone and me to use my cell phone, why don't we just pay for just me for 2 devices, and then we can each use our cell phone. So that's a little bit of a tip there when you're wanting to have multiple devices for different people in the room. And then if it was just me and I wanted 3 devices, maybe if I have all three devices, maybe if I have my phone, my tablet, and my laptop, and I just need all 3 devices, I would pay $221. Now, if I have 3 people in my room, we could all be on our cell phones with the same password for $221. So you do get a discount for the more devices that you add, but it is smarter to keep it at one person with multiple devices. But still, the same with Carnival as it is with Royal. It is smarter to put 2 devices on one person instead of buying 2 people with 1 device each. So definitely keep that in mind when you're purchasing the Wi-Fi package. Now, sometimes I have to think about where we're headed and my cruise itinerary. For instance, if I'm headed to, like my previous cruise, I went to Cozumel, Costa Maya, and Roatan, Honduras. And I have AT&T Unlimited plan. And AT&T, the Unlimited plan, covers Mexico and Canada, which means I don't need the Wi-Fi when we're at port. So I only purchased the Wi-Fi for 1 day while we were on that cruise, and that was our sea day. And you can purchase the Wi-Fi for one day at a time. You don't have to purchase the whole week. If you feel like you're only going to need it one day, like me, I needed it on that C day, so I only purchased it that one day. But when we had 3 port days, I would use my cell service while we were at that port. Now, it is also suggested that sometimes you may need to go out on your balcony or go out in the hallway, or sometimes I would have to go up on the deck, because even trying to access just the regular Wi-Fi that you have purchased on the ship, sometimes you don't get a great signal. Keep in mind, those metal walls are sometimes putting a barrier there and you're not able to get a really good signal. So even when we were out at sea, sometimes I would have to go up on the deck, and I have taken my laptop up there on the deck before and have done some work and got a much better signal when I was up on the top deck. But it was so much more cost efficient. I think I paid like $28 with a discount for one day of Wi-Fi, and the other 3 days I just used my cell service while we were in Roatan, Costa Maya, and Cozumel. Now AT&T does offer, if you don't have the unlimited plan, they do offer international rates as well at like $10 a day. You can also get this like if you're at sea and you can pay an international rate. I have paid this once before because it did come out cheaper than paying the Wi-Fi. So definitely check with your phone service and see what kind of international rates you could get. If you could pay for it by the day, take a look at comparing that to paying it by the day on the cruise ship for the Wi-Fi package. Now, when you're on the ship and you're on the ship's Wi-Fi, that ship's Wi-Fi is only available on the ship. As soon as you get off the ship, and sometimes you walk just a few steps away from the ship at the port, it's not going to work anymore. And even if you have the Wi-Fi, you're on the ship's Wi-Fi, you're still not going to be able to use that Wi-Fi when you come to the port. So if you don't have cellular service and now you don't have access to the ship's Wi-Fi anymore for the Wi-Fi packages that you purchased, and you were out at the port, the best thing to do here, if you need Wi-Fi while you're out and about, is to check and see if there's any kind of internet cafes around. I've noticed in multiple places that I've been, they do offer free Wi-Fi. They all have signs up, believe me. Get a drink, have free Wi-Fi, have a seat, enjoy. Check at your cruise port and take a look and see what free internet cafes that they have. And if you're not quite sure, then check with some of the crew members. The crew members usually know some of the best spots that you can go and check out some of the Wi-Fi there at the port, because they're doing it themselves, because a lot of them don't get the Wi-Fi on the cruise ship because they do have to pay for it. Now, you can make calls from your cell phone if you have purchased the Wi-Fi package. I've never done this before, so I don't know how well it works. If you've done this before, leave me a comment. I would love to hear. I just never need to make a phone call. Always text, and text works great with no issues. I never have any issues with texting. Now, if you're wanting to use the phone in your room to make a call, you don't have the Wi-Fi package, but you need to make a call home, you can do that. And it's called a ship to shore is what that is called. And in your room, if you make a phone call, Carnival is going to charge you around $1.99 a minute. Now, Royal is going to charge you around $7.95 a minute. Now, these are subject to change, and this was the last time I checked on this was just a few weeks ago here in the summer of 2024. So check with guest services first before you do this. But if you make a phone call in your room and you do a ship-to-shore call, it will automatically be charged to your room, to your Sail and Sign card, to your SeaPass card, and you can see it on your bill charged to you. Now, if you have children, little children, or even teenagers, and you don't want them to pick up that phone and call their friends at home, or accidentally start making phone calls. Remember those days when we had long distance services and racking up that phone bill? Yeah. So if you want to avoid all of that, you can have the ship to shore turned off in your room. Just let guest services know that you want that disabled so that you cannot make any outgoing phone calls. Now, if you want access to any phone numbers that a family member could contact the cruise ship, I'll leave that in the description below for you to check out if you have somebody who may need to contact the cruise ship to let you know of an emergency or anything like that. I'll definitely leave that in the description below. I hope these were helpful for you. If you have any tips for me, I'm always purchasing the internet anytime I'm on a cruise. Definitely leave me a comment, and 100% leave your phone on airplane mode no matter what you choose, ship's Wi-Fi, or if you purchase that Wi-Fi package. Always stay in airplane mode. Thank you so much for watching. Bye for now.